all right. This is your man, Sir Earl, coming at you. Today is Monday, I think May 18th. Time is flying past. I normally like to do podcasts on a Saturday and do it on a Saturday or a Sunday. Today is Monday. I've just been extremely busy with trying to get this other gym. We're about to open up another location called Next Level Fitness. It's going to be at 18061 Dixie Highway, and we've been over there trying to get, me and my son been over there trying to get that place together, along with still training clients here, ratio 1-to-1, and you're still doing my social media, still doing my podcast. We have an added feature that I want you guys to take advantage of. As we expand this podcast, like when we move into our new location, probably mid-June, that'll open up. We'll still have the private studio, and Next Level Fitness will be an open gym. But also, we are in the midst of building a state-of-the-art podcast studio in the basement of Next Level Fitness. Is really going to be nice. So we think we want to take this podcast to a whole different level. Better content, advertisement. It's gonna be outstanding. But for now, what we're doing on Saturday or Sunday, I host my podcast. I put my podcast on my platforms, and I know you people are in tune because I get a lot of hits. I follow my statistics all week, and I know that we are in a lot of different countries, and we get a lot of different downloads and hits. But what I want you guys to start doing on Saturday or Sunday, we post podcasts. On Wednesdays, just exclusively on YouTube, we're doing videotaped interviews. Right now, we have part one of a video with the Hall of Fame bodybuilder, good friend of mine, Sean Ray. It is an excellent, excellent video. We're going to have, I think next we're lining up a 15-year NBA veteran, Kendall Gill, who's a good friend of mine, that's going to be on there. It's going to be very, very interesting. So what I want you guys to do, listen to the podcast, continue to download and listen to it, but also on Wednesdays, go on to YouTube, and you can go to It's My World 1 channel, and you will see the interviews and the podcast. I want you guys to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm trying to get my numbers really up on that. And watch the videos. They're great. You can go and you can check Sean Ray. He's on there now. It's My World 1 on the YouTube channel. We're putting up part 2 on Wednesday. And I'm doing this podcast, like I said, I've been just super, super busy with everything. So I'm just getting this podcast up on Monday. So, bear with me, guys. I want to invite you guys out if you're in the Chicagoland area, which I know you are, because we get a lot of downloads from Chicago, for people to come out when we have a VIP party at the grand opening of Next Level Fitness. I'll invite you guys out, but you got to send me the email to it's my world 1 podcast at gmail.com. Send me your name and your email. And when we do our opening, right now our opening is based on when the governor opens up Illinois, and businesses that are considered non-essential or essential. Liquor stores are essential, but gyms are non-essential. I don't understand that shit at all. But whatever. Send me your email if you want to come out. We're gonna have a great time. Gonna be a lot of I know a lot of people with names, so I don't want to, it'll be a lot of, I don't call them famous, I just call them friends, but there'll be a lot of local Chicago stars mingling within. A lot of them are very excited about what I'm doing. It's going to be a great gym in addition to our great private studio. So, anyway, what I wanted to discuss today is the concept of fear. Fear, F-E-A-R. The acronym for fear is false evidence appearing real. That's false evidence, for F for false, E for evidence, A appear, and are real. So most people, they fear things that have never happened before. There are two things in life that you can't see them, they haven't happened. You just have to have a belief in them. One is fear and one is faith. You have the opportunity to make a choice on which one you follow. 98 to 99% of the people, they follow fear. They anticipate things going bad or anticipating things going wrong, and it has not even happened. That's why they always say you have nothing to fear but fear itself. I've talked to people who claim they have faith, but they're terrified to step out on that faith. It's one thing to say you have faith. It's another thing to step out on that faith. Majority of the people that say they have faith, they don't. Because, God can part the Red Sea, but he can't make my dream come true. Okay, God is still in the miracle business. And I am not a big-time religious guy. I just understand that both my businesses, most of my life, I came from a situation where I faced death a lot, almost every day. And God saw me through. There were situations that I shouldn't even be here, let alone being a business owner, having a house in Homewood, and doing the things that I'm able to do, travel the world within the bodybuilding community, winning titles when I was diagnosed as a kid that I would never be able to gain size. So there's a lot of things that man said, this is your destination, whereas a higher power, in which I call God, what you call him is up to you. But it's a higher power that we must believe in, because they carry more significance and more weight, and their word is more believable and doable than man's word. Man is always going to operate on fear and things seen. It's an old saying you can't see the forest because of the trees. And people tend to want to do things, and they say, okay, well, I want to start this business. But they don't see how that's going to happen. They need the money, they need the place, they need this, they need that. And this is a life that I've been living for 30 years. Most of the things that I've done, I never knew how I was going to do those things. I just believed the way would appear, and it would make it possible for me to do that. And that was a deep, deep, deep belief, and it even goes on to this day with the gym that I'm opening. I had no idea how, where, or when it was going to happen, but as we sit here, we're a couple of weeks away from it happening. We've already got the location, we've already cleaned it, we're finishing up getting the carpet laid, and the security system installed. So we're extremely getting the equipment delivered. So we're extremely close to making it happen. And if you would have asked me a year ago how is it going to happen, I couldn't have told you, because the price tag associated with just opening up a studio, when I opened up this 23 years ago, I didn't have it. And the price is almost double of opening up a gym, and we're 2 weeks from it, and I didn't have it. But I just believed it's the right thing to do, and the things that I need will materialize and make themselves appear, and they have. So I operated on more fear than faith. On more faith than fear. Most people that I talk to, I have a friend that this guy, he's really smart, but he made a comment, I want to open up a gym, so I'm talking to everybody that I know that is successful, because I want to eliminate any chance of it not working. That right there, that fear right there, that statement tells me that your business is never going to work, because I don't care how smart you are, there's still opportunity, there's still unmitigating factors that beyond normal man's control. Like right now, we're suffering through a pandemic where everybody is shut down, everybody is losing money. I wouldn't care how successful somebody was. They couldn't have predicted that this was going to happen at this magnitude and cause the devastation that it did. Um, but even in a pandemic such as this, there's always positives and then negatives. So it's what you choose to look at. In the market crash of 2008, when all the real estate crashed, everybody was running around saying, oh, woe is me, I'm about to lose my house, my credit is messed up, blah, 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 blah. Whereas you had some people saying, they have $200,000 houses on sale for $50,000. This is my best time to buy a house. Buy a string of them. I know a guy that bought a whole block of houses and renting them out. And right now, your mortgage is at $50,000 if he didn't pay cash for it. And so he's clearing $30, $40, $50,000 a month because he's renting them at the value of $200,000, and he bought it for a fourth of that. So while some people look for the sky to fall, other people look for the benefits that's going to be left over once things clear. And how you approach things and how your mindset is will determine how you come out of a situation. I know a lot of people, as a trainer, a lot of people are coming out of this pandemic and this coronavirus fat as hell because they're doing nothing but sitting at home eating. I managed to secure a location and get it for less because people were not out looking to rent locations. So I am 100% convinced, if not for the things that was going on now with the pandemic and the shut-in and people not, people running around like, they're going to die tomorrow, and it's crazy because none of us are promised tomorrow anyway. We don't know if we're going to die from the coronavirus or a bus hitting us or a heart attack or cancer. We don't know. But yet they take this time and they listen to people, our government, who has no goddamn clue what they're doing, but we'll shelter ourselves in place. That's fine. If that makes you feel safer, do it by all means. The government is not going to pay my bills. So I'm not saying defy orders. I'm saying don't be a sheep. Use your own mind on what's best for you. Okay? People running around getting these goddamn stimulus checks for $1,200. Shit, I lose $1,200 a day. They're going to pay me for a day if I close. A day. Now, what about we've been shut down 6 weeks, 7 weeks? Okay, what about the rest of the time? $1,200 is going to do nothing for me. Not that it's not appreciated. They're trying to do something, but people are looking at that and going, wow, they're really looking out for us. They're not looking out for you. If they were looking out for you, we would have found a way. We're a very sophisticated country. We would have found a way to prevent what is going on right now. And if we couldn't, we could. We don't have the brightest guy in office. But that being said, is that, look for the bright lining in any situation. There's always a positive in any situation that you encounter. You may not think it is because you're not looking for it. If you look for negative, that's what you're going to see. If you look for positive, that's what you're going to see. So I go around and I talk to a lot of people, whether it be my customers, whether it be through my motivational speaking, whether it just be holding conversations. And I find that there's this huge number of people that have every excuse in the book for why they're not living their life or their dreams. When the bottom line is, when you scale it all down, you're not living your life and dreams because you are afraid to go out and live your life and dreams. You're in fear that it's not going to work. Well, I'm in fear of having regrets. If I try something and it don't work, I never have to ask the question, what if? A lot of people are going to grow old with regrets, asking themselves, what if I would have done this? Would it have worked? What if I would have done that? Would it have worked? So you got a choice. You can grow old with regrets, or you can grow old with taking the risk and knowing the answers to what if. Me personally, I don't want regrets when I get old. I want to sit back and be able to say, you know what? I had an idea to open a studio. I left a good paying job to do this. I had no guarantee this was going to work, but I knew I didn't want to be what I was doing for the rest of my life. We're moving on, opening up a second business. Am I afraid? No. Do I have worries and concerns? Yes, it's a huge step. I'm taking a huge risk because there's always a chance that it may not work. But I'm doing everything in my power for it to work. So let's stop living our fears. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Both faith and fear are factors that are unseen. They are in our mind. Let's start having more faith and less fear, and let's go out and do the things that we have in our heart that we want to do, no matter what that may be. Running your own business, getting a degree, going back to school, whatever that is. Be the person that goes out and live your faith. Believe that there's great things planned for you. All you have to do is start taking the first step. So, until next Saturday, I once again check out my YouTube. There's John Ray on there. We'll be putting up a new video on Wednesday. And check that YouTube out. I want you also to subscribe to it. And until next week, which I will record next week, so we will be posting on Saturday, I will do this podcast. So until next week, this is your man, Sir Earl, saying live your faith, not your fears, and I'm out. Peace.